Hello and welcome to Astronomy Spotlight. My name is Kirk Rosberg. I'm the Planetarium Coordinator here at the Hastings Museum. And the month is January. Happy New Year to everybody. We've got two very interesting events happening in January in the night sky, and both involve the red planet Mars. First, what you're seeing right now, on January 13th, Mars and the moon are right now in the very upper left of your picture. Mars is going to be occulted by the moon. This means that Mars will basically be eclipsed by the moon. The moon will pass in front of the red planet in the eastern sky at about 7:59 p.m. Central Standard Time, at least in the general Hastings area. This occultation will be visible from all of the United States, but times will vary a little for other U.S. locations. Mars will reappear on the opposite side of the moon at about 9:04 p.m. Central Standard Time. So let me show you here in our planetarium simulated sky. We're looking just before 8 o'clock. This is like about 7:45. You can still see, if you look very closely, a reddish-orange glow very near to the glare of the moon. As we go forward 1 hour, it is 8:43 p.m. and no Mars. No Mars should be visible. And then if we go a little bit later, and we're going to go to about 9:10, 9:15. Mars once again is located again in the glare of the moon. Not everyone on the night side of the Earth will be able to see Mars hidden by the moon, but for other locations, the pair will be in very close conjunction. Now, just 2 days later, on January 15th, Mars is at opposition. Specifically, this will occur at 8:32 p.m. Central Standard Time. Mars opposition magnitude this time around will be minus 1.5, which is basically a very average Mars opposition, at least in its brightness. The last time Mars was at opposition was in December 2022, specifically December the 8th of 2022. Now, Mars will be at perigee, which is its closest point to the Earth, a couple of days before that, on Sunday, January 12th, when it will appear actually at its brightest. And the disk of Mars will be at its largest through any size telescope, making this a great time to look at Mars through a telescope. Perigee always happens very close to opposition or even at opposition. And when it's occurs at opposition, it is even slightly brighter than it is now. So at opposition, Mars rises at sunset and sets at sunrise, very much like the full moon, reaching its highest point in the sky around midnight and setting, of course, at sunrise. And of course, generally at opposition, it will be at its brightest in the sky. Because this is not one of Mars' closest approaches to Earth, and perigee comes several nights earlier, Mars will not blaze as bright as it can get this time around. But it is still very well worth looking for. Now, I want to say thank you to Katie Carr, who helps me do this and produce this every month. So thank you, Katie. Join me again next month for another edition of Astronomy Spotlight, and thank you for watching.